Ozzy, what's happening, baby? Just getting set up, brother. How are you? There you go. Can you hear me? All right. Can stop that right there. What's going on, Ozzy? Were you able to catch the earlier sitting in the around noon? Sitting around just waiting for more trolls? Absolutely. You know it, baby. Yeah, well, tonight, I wasn't going to go live today, but I know a couple of you guys have messaged me and they missed my live earlier today. But I want to have conversations today about what's going on in Mexico. I want to hear people's opinions. I've seen a lot of comments, just people just hating that we talk about Christ, that we talk about this country, just moving up. And I don't understand why we get so much hate for looking out for our country. But I am going to talk about what happened in Mexico during their Senate hearing that they had, because I find interesting, they have a Senate. It's crazy. It's kind of like I never really look into what the Mexican government is constructed of, right? But is interestingly enough, is very similar to what we have here in the States, and so we're going to talk about that. Let's see. I wasn't able to see much of your last live, but I was here poking the trolls. I see that. Hey, and thank you for joining, brother. I know that you guys do that to support me, and I appreciate it, man. Thanks for the coffee per se. Yeah, it's all good. Miguel Salinas, but they fight, he says. Miguel is one of those that missed my live earlier. I saw his comment, and he said, this is an old live. Miguel, I believe, came in for the noon live. So I was going to know about live until tomorrow, but we're going to do a live today, like I always do on the weekends. It's not easy, guys, to talk about all this stuff every day, all the time. So, but here we go. We're going to be talking about Mexico's Senate and what we are doing in Mexico right now. I want to touch up some stuff that, I said earlier about the judicial courts, judges making calls on Trump, calling the tariffs illegal. And no, it's okay, brother. God bless you, man. As a matter of fact, why don't you keep us in prayer when you're in church? We'll love that. I try to do it around that time because of Eastern time. I figured people will be out of church by then. But, the judges telling Donald Trump that the tariffs are illegal, it's really cutting into his ability to make deals. And it has caused Putin to do a massive attack on Ukraine. I don't think that many people, even judges, I don't think they understand how much it affects our ability to make deals with other countries, especially when we're trying to stop a war. Doing work. Kind of funny that Trump was never called a racist when he was a registered Democrat and bankrolled Jesse Jackson's presidential run. That's right, man. It always gets to me, right? He was not a bad guy until he ran for president. Nobody gave a crap about the porn. Nobody cared about the Playboy. Nobody cared about anything else. Nobody cared about Epstein. All of a sudden, he is the president. So now everybody must attack with taco Sundays. I'm going to tell you something. There is a lot of stuff going on if you guys don't know or understand why we have such a big number of illegal immigrants in this country, we're about to tear the curtain down right now. So stay tuned. TFL says Trump is taco. I hope he's a cabeza taco. Many people love cabeza taco. I like tripas. I like tripe tacos. I like stomach, mouth tacos. Those are my favorite. So yes, everybody in America loves Trump tacos, baby. But let's be honest. Donald Trump, he's more of a fries guy. He loves McDonald's. And I hope he makes McDonald's great again. Those guys are not selling real beef. I can tell. You eat, menudo? Absolutely, my friend. Absolutely. My mother used to make menudo with corazones, with hígados, with chicken necks. Man, the whole enchilada, my man. Release the Epstein files. Thank God for Trump, says Mark. God bless you, Mark. Thanks for joining the chat today. You listen to the Blanco? Yes. The Great White Hope, as my friend Jesse Lee Peterson calls him. Amazing. I tell you what, every time somebody insults me on here, I'm going to yell out, Beta. TA says, wake up, Latinos. Latinos for Trump. Let's go. Heriberto is a distraction, says Ozzy. Neo Flyer says, hey, man, how goes it? It goes, my friend, here in America, fighting the fight every day, fighting to tell the truth every single day. Thank you guys for joining my members list. I have, I think, 4 or 5 of you now on my list. We started this with Trinity. She actually is the one that told me to activate that thing. I didn't know about it, so we're going to go with that. Rose says, I'm proud of you. You're great. Keep it up. Keep it going. Thank you, Rose. God bless you for those words. It really means a lot to me. Knights Hospitaller says, 1930 lighter. Don't know what that is. How about the Epstein files? Lilith, welcome back. She says, I am full of truth. Better. Jesse Torres says, no real Latinos for a pedo. Better. I'm gonna tell you, man, every time we're gonna give shout out to Jesse Lee Peterson for his comic interviews. But we are gonna talk about Mexico. What's going on in Mexico? Anybody knows what's going on in Mexico? You were not even born here, right? Toby, that's right. And you know what's beautiful about this country? If you come into the border legally and you apply for a green card legally and you follow the law and follow all the steps that are required to get a green card, you may just get one like I did. And then after you're a resident holder for 2 years and you keep your record clean, you don't commit any crimes, you don't do anything illegal in this country, and you support the United States of America. I applied and got my citizenship, and now I am a Honduran American, proud to be American, baby. Because I'm proud to be an American. That's right. Eat your heart out. You know why? Because I did everything legally. And I also respected the laws with a minor infraction on speeding here and there. All right. Well, those are not felonies, okay? Those are just mistakes. All right. I get it. One time I was dreading the night. I was tired. I was speeding. Another day I was late for church. And those are only excuses, but that is the reason why I was speeding, and I got a ticket for it. I had to pay it. I went to court for one of them. The judge says, thank you for coming in. You don't have to pay anything. You got your insurance. You got everything in order. Boom. God bless you, my Mr. United States citizen. No DUIs. I did drive drunk a couple of times. Worst things that I have ever done in my life. I would never, ever do that again. Lucky for me, God was watching, and nothing bad happened, no accidents, nothing like that. So I'm not going to throw stones to people that drive drunk. I'm just going to say this. Don't drive drunk, okay? If you haven't had accidents, man, God bless you. God watches over you. But listen, you got to stop, okay? That's where I'm at with that. Let's see. I didn't follow. No, I'm not perfect. No, you know what? I pay my tickets, and that's how it went down. Mike Lovin says, I don't want my tax dollars going to your kid. And that's why I'm working very hard, Mike Lovin. I'm working very hard so my kids are taken care of. And then I want them to be good citizens to the United States of America. Miguel Salinas says, the grace of God. Amen, brother. That is the only reason why we're here. What do you think about our Governor Newsom? Rose, I'm going to tell you something. Gavin Newsom, it's stealing Donald Trump's, what do you call those? Logos? No, not logos. What do you call those? I don't know. He's stealing his lines, kind of like Joe Biden did with all these other politicians. Like, don't make America great again, make America better, or something like that. Gavin Newsom's over there stealing memorabilia from. Oh, speaking of, give me 1 second. Let me share this on X. There you go. Let's put it on here and see if any of these beautiful Americans or bots come to watch with us. I hate this X account, to be honest. No activity, only bots. At least here in YouTube, I get trolls. That's different than bots. Mexico has been taking advantage of us on many different ways, guys. And we are going to talk about it tonight. Gavin is clowning on Trump. That's okay. Trump can take it. Trump has been roasted by the worst comics and worst people on earth. He can take it. He is a real man. He is a masculine alpha male. Not like some in here that are betas. Oh, man. Newsom gets it right. So he's stealing his lines from clothes products. The ones that say, Trump was right about everything. So now Gavin Newsom is stealing that and saying Newsom was right about everything. But you know what? I'm going to go one step farther, and I'm going to say American patriots were right about everything. What do you think? That's going to be my merch. Copyright, boom. August 31st, 6:44 p.m. Pacific time. Copyright. Remember that, guys. Every American patriot was right about everything. Marcos Garcia says taco is beta. Beta taco. Oh, man. David says 100% pure bovine excrement. I don't know what that is, man. That word is not in my dictionary, my friend. I apologize about that. Hey, guys, I want to say thank you so much for the likes. I really mean it. I want to thank you because you guys keep subscribing to my channel, and I feel the love and the support. Believe me, it means a lot to me. Why don't we start tonight with how much money does Mexico get from remittances? You guys, who knows what a remittance is? Anybody? I know Miguel probably knows. Let's see how many American patriots know. Hey, Rush Babe, welcome back. I try to do this live tonight for Miguel, for Trinity, and Omar. I think Omar was on earlier, but I lost him. So I'm glad that you're able to join again since you have a little bit of time. God bless you. Yep. Miguel Salinas says remittances are payments. How about the $37 trillion debt? Larry, I'm glad you asked. You know what you should ask? Where is the $22 trillion that Democrats have lost and are unaccounted for? Think about that. Nobody on the Democratic side says anything about that. $22 trillion, which is part of our $27 trillion debt. Think about that. Where is it? Democrats lost that money, right? Wayne, I hear Trump is dying. We are all dying, my friend. We eventually will kick the bucket eventually. But some of us will go and meet the Lord Jesus Christ in heaven for eternity. And hopefully we get judged and we get to stay there. Hopefully we don't get deported like many people will get deported from heaven. Let me see here. All right, Mexico has received a record high $64.7 billion in remittances in 2024. Think about that. Think about that. And then says, marking the 11th consecutive year growth. This trend continued despite the recent decline in the first half of 2025, dropping by 5.6%. They are right now at $29.56 billion, guys. Wow. Thank you, Kino, Tech USA. Sorry you have to deal with libbot comments. Don't worry. We call those better. God bless you for the two, brother. God bless you for that. Check this out, guys. Okay, so in 2024, Mexico received $64.7 billion from illegal Mexicans. Well, I can't just say illegal Mexicans. From people from the United States of America has sent Mexico money. Okay, that's the remittances, making payments to families in Mexico. So that's got to be illegal and legals, I'm sure. Okay, in 2023, it was $63.3 billion. Here's the thing that is very curious. Major income resource for Mexico. Guess what it is, guys? Guess what the major income source is. You guys ready? Taxing people, tariffs, oil, corn. Oh, wait, they don't even make their own corn, their rice and beans either. Oh my gosh, what's going on here? Let's see, drugs. Very close, sister, very close. Juan Aran and Ashley Diary, right? No. D. Thompson, bye-bye. Hey, thanks for stopping by. Kinotech, conservative to conserve. Alexander, use your brain. Yeah, that's right. You get him. Jay, 3 thumbs up. Nathan, what's going on, brother? Welcome back, my man. Do you remember back in the 80s when they were receiving paper food stamp booklets on the side of the southern border? They come over to shopping and take their groceries back to Mexico. That is crazy. Wait a minute. What? That happened? I wasn't here, brother. Wow, that's crazy. No way, dude. Did that really happen? They used to receive food stamps sent to Mexico. They will come across to buy groceries and take back to Mexico? Wow, that is scandalous, bro. Wow. Mike says, are we great again? Not yet, Mike. We have to fight some battles that are very tough, but we're praying to God that we get through it. So imagine this. Your major income source from Mexico comes from remittances from illegal and legal Mexicans that live in the United States. That's where most of their money comes from. Wow, that is crazy. Let me see, why did the Mexican president allow those 21 million illegal immigrants to cross the border? Oh yeah, that's their major source of income. That is crazy, man. Guys, I know that you hate when we talk about illegal immigrants, but that's a fact, guys. It's a fact. Please, come on. I'm going to tell you where Mexico made a mistake. Allowing criminals, cartel criminals, to come across with a lot of those actual hardworking people. I think that's when Mexico messed up. Because what alerts Donald Trump, our president, to do something? Crime, deaths, lots of killings everywhere. That alerts our president, be like, hey, see, this is what happens when you have an open border. Now, if they didn't allow those people to come across, I think everybody else would have just mingled in and nobody would have noticed who's legal and who isn't. Now, that's just an observation. That's just my opinion. Take it as it is, as it may. All right? Let's see. Plastic celery. Better. Ernest King Guerra Jr. Deport them all, says the American patriot. Have a heart, bro. But yes, deport them all. Jingo, bro, you looked like a mofo. I am very tired, my friend. I've been sick for the last 4 days. But I love spending time here with you guys, so there we go. Toby Pacheco, stop ignoring my comments. That's because you're beta. You gotta say something in here, man. Let's see. Not our your president. That's right, Wayne. Who is your president, Wayne? Tell me right now, who's your president? And what I want you to do is move to where the president is from. And then you have a president. Otherwise, you cannot be here without a president. Plastic says, what? Colombia? Plastic said, go back to Mexico, please. Or Colombia. Plastic is making guesses because he's a beta. You know what me and Trump have in common? Trump and I have two things in common. We sleep about the same amount of hours. And we love this country just about the same. The difference between me and Donald Trump is he's a billionaire. I am a poor guy. The number two thing, it's he was born here. I was naturalized. But nonetheless, we're both American citizens. He has the right to run for president. I don't have the right to run for president, but I can still run for governor. So there's some hope there for us yet. So the second thing that we're going to talk about is what is the second source of income, the biggest source of income from Mexico. And then you guys will understand why Mexico has allowed all these things to happen. Everything is connected. And this time I actually have some notes to show you guys the numbers. I know. I should have notes all the time. All right, let's see. Miguel Salinas. Man, this guy knows too much. He knows his drugs, but I'm going to hit you with something different that you may not yet. Toby Pacheco says, who cares where the second income from Mexico is? Better. Plastic says, you're not an American. Better. Miguel, drugs. Man, you know it. Yeah, but I'll get you. I'll get there. Let's see. This guy overdosed on the red Kool-Aid. You know what? I actually did have some red Kool-Aid. Yeah, you're 100% right, man. I blame my wife for that. Not cool. Hey, they know exactly what you gave me today to drink. They know that I drank the red Kool-Aid. Son of a gun. The secret is out. Doggone it. Now everybody knows where my strength comes from. Pat Yeager says, betas are butthurt. Betas! You know what, Pat? These people are just amazing. It's amazing. Man, Trump is our savior for president, of course, not for our soul. You guys are awesome, dude. I love every single one of you guys that support the United States of America. I don't know. I can't say enough things, to be honest, about our people. Now, I'm going to tell you this. Some people think that I'm kissing butt, I'm bootlicker, blah, 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 because I'm over here, just melting you guys or wrapping you guys with some honey and all this sweet stuff so that you can accept me. Let me tell you something. These people and other people have been saying so many negative things about the United States of America, how horrible the Americans are. That is my job. I have taken this responsibility upon my shoulders. I have to compliment my American people. My American people. See, before, I had one people, Honduran people. Now, I have American people. It's a whole different breed. So I got to protect my American breed. And it's so awesome. Here in the United States, I get my Native American people. I get my favorite, which are my Navajo families. I love them dearly. But everybody else that has been come to this country with respect, with love, respecting the law, number one, and accepting our democracy, accepting that this is a constitutional republic, that, my friends, it's very special. And I will tell you that if Honduras makes an alliance, a partnership, a friendship with the United States of America, it is the best thing that they can possibly do. So I am very proud of that. Hi, free Palestine from Hamas. We're trying, bro. Israel is trying very hard, but you guys are not helping Israel. Give Israel some love. Don't be a beta. Miles Freeman, can I ask you a question about the Native American people? Miles, of course. What is your question? Drew Harper says the state is a product of irreconcilable class antagonisms. Name me one ally of America. Israel. Mexican president is Jewish. What? I didn't know that. I know Nayib Bukele from El Salvador has some Jewish inheritance in his blood there. Let's see. Okay, well, I must have missed that question, my friend. I was waiting. Man, there's already hundreds of chats going through here. That's crazy. Kevin says, fake Trump act. Beta. Ignacio Almanza, I wish your blood is not Latino heritage. Beta. Man, I'm going to say beta so many times in here. This is how you know how many leftist trolls we have in here. Luis Franco, sorry for baby killers. What? I'm sorry for the babies, not the killers. Beta. Hey, Dennis. Dennis here. How you doing? Dennis, how you doing? Dennis, I am doing great. Now, you guys, let's see you, brother. Sonny. Sonny, what do you mean, let's see you? Let's see you. We're alpha over here. David says, that's it. Man, I'm losing you guys' conversation. What's going on here? There was one guy that wanted to ask me a question about natives. Where is it? Then is the cartels are an excellent economic source for Central America. Taco lottery. That is exactly what they are doing for Mexico right now. They are the second highest source of income from Mexico. So now we have two things, guys, that Mexico supports. One of them, it's illegal immigration because it's the fastest way to get Mexicans to the United States of America. And two, illegal cartel drugs to get through the border. Those are the two highest sources of income for Mexico. Now you know why they don't want the United States of America to help them destroy the cartel. With that being said, we're going to get to the very center of what we are going to talk about today, which is why was the Senate in Mexico fighting about? What was it fighting for? That's what we want to know. Well, guess what? I found out, and we're going to talk about it. The BM says, this is all news. But, Barry, cartels are large employers. Yes, they are. And we're going to get rid of them, and we're going to make Mexico great again. Let's see. Okay, so I miss Ozzy Morris Phillips. Yes. Without the Mexican or economy is screwed. That's not true. That is not true. American the GOAT, we have many millions of lazy Americans that are eager to get back to work. So I hear all these things about, let's see. Number one, check this out, guys. Check this out. You guys talk about how Mexicans are doing all these great things, right, for America. I'm going to say the migrants that came here legally, yes. Illegal migrants, no. Why do I say this? Check this out. As a matter of fact, come on, let me take a look at one more thing, because I want you guys to have some real information with real numbers. I had this number earlier, but I forgot what the number was, so we're going to find it again. And let's see how much, let's see, illegals get in benefits. All right, let's see. It's going to be about a trillion, I'm sure. Give me a second. Give me a second. We'll get there. Come on, give me the number. I had a number earlier. Ooh, I don't have the number. All right, does anybody can give me a hand? How much money have illegal immigrants gotten on benefits from the government? Now, I know in California, Newsom has set out like a $1.2 billion, okay, to give benefits to illegal immigrants. Federal, they denied, of course, they don't accept it, but statewide, they had a 1.2, and I believe they went over $5 billion in benefits. Okay, that's just one of them. In Cali, does anybody know how much money? John McJunkin, Dennis Herrera for President of the United States of America. Man, I wasn't born here, otherwise I probably would run. But be honest, 200 billion, says Rush Babe. Rock Justice, that is about over 4 years. Oh, okay, that makes sense. $1.3 trillion. Guys, what the fudge? Wow. Rock Justice, is that true? I gotta, man. What's going on, Edward? Welcome back to the chat, my man. God bless you, man. Love your support, my man. You're the man. $1.3 trillion. And then we had a lot of people going around and they say, guys, illegal immigrants, they paid $100 billion in taxes. We need them here. Okay. Let's say they paid $150 billion in 1 year. In 4 years, they pay $600 billion in taxes. $1.2 trillion doubles that. On top of that, the $5 billion from California alone. On top of that, the millions that were getting benefits throughout the states in blue sanctuary cities. Think about that. And Jay says, free housing. Wow. Free medical. Wow. That is a lot of money. Now here's the best catch. You guys ready? You know that Americans, resident holders, or people that have authorization to work here have to pay taxes. And therefore, they have to report their W-2s, W-9s, whatever tax form they have to do to report that they paid enough taxes, or if they deserve to get a refund from their taxes. Well, guess what? I've seen a lot of illegal immigrants at the tax place doing their taxes. You know what they use? They don't use a Social Security because they can't get one legally. They use an ITN, which the IRS gives them, so that they can work as their own business. This is why you have a lot of taco trucks. This is why you have a lot of those mobile business owners that are Hispanic being investigated to find out if they are legit. Unfortunately, they have to go through that because illegal people have been abusing that part of business. So with that being said, they are not deporting American citizens. They are not reporting resident green card holders unless they are breaking the law, they are inciting the people against the government, or they have joined or supported or have some connection with a terrorist group, okay? Which now we know MS-13 is one of them, Tren Aragua is another one, the cartels is another one. So that's just, little checkers that we got to put in the game, right? So take that with a grain of salt. With that being said, I have said this before in my videos. Now, over here in Washington State, I'm going to talk about Washington State. A family of four that makes around $35,000 a year. That's nothing, guys. $35,000 a year. If the family is four, they pay around $1,800 in taxes. Their refund, because of the level of income where they are, they get almost $10,000 tax refund, which means they didn't pay taxes. They're getting almost $8,000 free from the real taxpayers. Now, how much is our economy suffering? Why is our housing costs going up? Mass migration, big problem. Economy, $64 billion going back to Mexico. That's just Mexico. We're not counting any other country, just Mexico. $64 billion, $1.2 trillion in 4 years in benefits. Now we got $8,000 yearly for one family of four. How many family of four do you think we have out of 21 million illegal immigrants that are paying taxes using an ITN number, not a social security because they're not legal? Let's not also forget that when you come into this country illegally, you've broken the law. You are now a minor felon. And then you work illegally, which is also another minor infraction. It makes you a felon. And then you work with fake papers. That gives you a felony. That it actually gives you time in jail and then deportation afterwards. Now, we're just spitting facts. We're just talking the truth. We're just having a regular conversation. I want the American people to have a little bit of different information that we have been given throughout all these times. The last couple of decades, I kept my mouth shut, but no more. We're going to talk about this, and I'm going to be your Hispanic translator of what happens in Mexico and these Hispanic countries, okay? That's what we're talking about. So we're going to jump about how much money does the cartel bring in for Mexico. Estimated cartel revenue, this according to Wikipedia, $13.6 billion to $49.4 billion. Entry citing analysis for the Mexican drug war gives this wide range for the annual wholesale earnings from illicit drug sales. $35 to $45 billion back in 2011. Just imagine how much money Mexico is making. Luis Torres says, oh, spreading misinformation. Dude, go get right information and then talk to the people. Here we go. We're going to get to the point of all these talks. Don't worry. You hang in there, my friend. You are going to eat your words because this is going to be straight from Mexico. Whether you like it or not, you leftist baboon, you are not an American citizen, so you don't know. So we have Democrats, of course, we call the left, and we have Republicans who call the right. But at least you guys are American citizens. These baboons over here, betas, talking smack, they're not even Americans, so I don't care about their opinion. Look at what the El Salvador president says. More recently, July 25th, Bukele criticized Mexico's handling of crime, suggesting that if El Salvador could significantly reduce its crime rate, Mexico, with its greater resources, should be able to solve its security issues, at least at a state level. Mexican President Claudia Sheinbaum, which a lot of idiots out there, Mexican fools, especially women out there, oh my God, the greatest president on earth. It reminds me of Joe Biden and these people lying about his cognitive decline. Responded by stating she would not engage in debate with Bukele and emphasized the importance of respect in diplomatic relations, while also alluding to the controversial nature of El Salvador's security measures. More recently, in July 2025, Bukele recalled El Salvador's ambassadors to Mexico after a Mexican security official stated that an intercepted plane was carrying cocaine had originated in El Salvador. Fake news. Bukele denied this claim, asserting that the plane never entered Salvadorian territory and that the arrested individuals were Mexican citizens. He stressed that El Salvador does not tolerate drug trafficking or hiding criminals like Mexico does. Previously, Mexico and El Salvador have cooperated on issues like combating drug trafficking and gang violence, including MS-13. In 2022, Mexican President Andrés Manuel López Obrador visited El Salvador. And in June 2019, Bukele met with López Obrador in Mexico to discuss initiatives to reduce migration flow and Mexico's commitment to Central American development. Mexico also attended Bukele's inauguration for his second term in June 2024, emphasizes shared ties of friendship and cooperation. But what is happening? And don't worry about the bus rush, babe. You're doing just good. Repealing the Schmidt-Munn Mother Nation Act would get rid of all these butts in the chat. Don't worry, they're just a bunch of betas. Oh, man. And with that, we are going to hit the mother load. This is what you guys been waiting for. I mentioned a little bit of this earlier. If all of you that pretend to be Hispanics, if you speak Spanish, you got to put up with 4 hours and 40 minutes of Mexican BS politics. And I'm going to tell you, the right-wing Mexican government in the Senate, they all want the United States help to combat the cartel. And that's a fact. This is why they were throwing punches. And I will say, it looked like the right-wing Mexicans were kicking some butt, and the other ones just cowered away. They talk, but then they cowered away. They just withered away, right? And I'm going to tell you, the right side looked very strong. The right side, they started complaining about all these politicians that were assassinated. And funny enough, they got to sit in power. All these people that back up the president of Mexico were the recipients of the positions that all the other politicians were taken out of. They were literally off the race. That is not coincidence. They lie about stats every single time. I watch their lives, and it's a good thing. They don't block el pueblo, the people. They don't block them for saying what they want to say. They go out there and they say, we have reduced crime in this city by 70%. Does that sound familiar? Chicago, sound familiar? And then the people actually come up and be like, you said it was down 70%, but just this last weekend, we just lost 18 people. Where are you getting your stats from? And the president, would you take that question? Coward. Talk about cowards. Bye, Carmen. Buddha. Ah, man. It's okay. Don't worry. You have a good night, Carmen. God bless you. Juan Galvan. Buddha. Bot says, speak English. A bot is telling me to speak English? Buddha. Rock Justice, if you don't play Target, you get taken out. Okay, no country can accept foreign help for domestic policing. That's a non-starter for sovereign reasons. Not. Are you missing a K on your name? That's what it sounds like. Let me tell you something. That is a no-no. I agree if the people were not asking for it from the foreign country. But when there is people in the foreign country reaching out to the United States asking for help, that is legit, my friend. And being that the cartel is being put as a terrorist organization, they don't need permission from Mexico. And I'm going to say, man, crap's about to hit the fan. You American people better buckle up. It's going to be a rough ride. Don't leave like pochos. Yeah, you know what, Des? Beta. That's why you're a beta. You assimilate to the place where you want to live. You come to the United States of America, you better be a freaking pocho. You better assimilate to the American way of life. That's the only way that you are accepted in this country, my friend. And you can keep your Mexican culture. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you don't respect the American people where you plan to live, get the hell out of here and go back to Mexico. That is just fact. Beta. Jesus in Mexico. Oh, man, I missed that. Mexicanos don't even like their own, but here in the USA, or whatever. Too late. I already made my comment. In Mexico, they don't consider Mexican Americans Mexican because we're not Mexican. It is a national. Oh my God, Jesus Lopez, finally, somebody understands why we say American. Oh, for Pete's sake, somebody got some type of education when they were little. Chicago's mayor is a smiling poop. Man, that mayor from Chicago is beta, man. Tiki says, big, I say man, I don't give me little riddles like that, bro. Assimilate, way of life. What about freedom? What happened to integrate? Yeah, they don't have that. That's what I'm saying. You got to have that. Roland says 100% correct. You are American, bro. Thank you, Michael. Michael Todd, I appreciate that. God bless you. Jojo, welcome to the chat. Luis Franco, look at him trying to waste time till the comment he doesn't want to read has passed. Listen, now I don't want you guys to get this the wrong way, but you're not paying me to be here, okay? Let's keep that out of the way. I am reading as many comments as I can. Now, if you want me to read comments, that's great. Make them count. But if you're going to waste them on insults, that's your prerogative, okay? Number two, if I cannot get to your comment because I got hundreds of comments flying by, don't get mad. If I pick you, you're lucky. if you want to demand that I read your comments, you better put a super chat in there. Don't be cheap. The lowest is 99 cents. You want to demand something, you pay for it. What the hell is up with King's Constructions? What does that mean? Ben King? Is that your company? Let's see. You know what? I love how you incognitos like to look information up about the person doing a live. You know that's actually kind of illegal. It's almost threatening like. Yeah, some people actually could be getting arrested for that. I will try to ignore you. And let's see. Let's do that. That will take care of it. Roman the Great says, King Construction. Roman, did you work there, Roman? This guy. All right, you guys keep commenting, okay? Simulate or leave says the Moore family, and I agree 100%. I just want people to respect Americans and this country. Now, I'm going to tell you guys why they're making these negative comments and insults and everything, and we're going to ignore them unless I see a chat on there, okay? The fact is, Mexico depends on illegal immigration. They depend on remittances coming from the United States of America. Mexico has been a country governed by losers. They don't know how to make money the legal way. They are known throughout history for lying to the people, abusing, oppressing their people. The reason why we have Texas is because the Mexican government is a piece of crap, period. They're always corrupted. Sad for Mexico, such a beautiful land, always gets corrupted politicians and corrupted Mexicans that support them. We have Arizona, thanks because the government of Mexico is a piece of crap. We have California for the same reason. We have Nevada. We have all the parts of the United States that used to be California because Mexico's government has been crap throughout centuries. And that's the truth, whether you like it or not. So now, if you want to speak for the good part of Mexico, what I want to see is I want to see Mexicans comment like the good side of Mexico, not the corrupted, dirty Mexicans that you are. So if you are a good Mexican, what I want to hear is what's going on in Mexico? What do you want to happen here in America? Jay, thanks for the 2, brother. God bless you. I appreciate that. Much love to you, man. God bless you, man. Thank you, Jay. Welcome. Welcome. How are you? Good to see you here again. JR, he is not illegal. I know. It's okay. They're betas. That's all they are. Let's see. Danny Pierce, what can the Mexicans do to change their country? They don't exactly have guns like we do. With the cartel does in the Marines and the police. So, okay, so what the right-wing senators or the party in Mexico was talking about during this meeting is that they are tired of the left-wing senators that support President Claudia Sheinbaum because, see, here's the thing. They think patriotism, because they believe in patriotism, they cannot go to war against the cartel and they cannot go to wars against drugs and crimes. They believe that hugging, like seriously, hugging them and giving them some attention will change their bad ways. That's what they believe. At least that's what they say. I think part of it is that they are afraid. They saw how many politicians were assassinated. I get that, okay? But the right wing, hi Trinity, how are you, love? Thanks for joining. My most favorite person. She's above and beyond patriot for my channel. God bless you, sister. Welcome back. I know Rush misses you a lot. But the right wing senators in Mexico, and this is the Mexicans that I know. Because when I was in Manzanillo, Colima, in Mexico, beautiful people, hospitable, respectable. They actually were really clean. Like, I was surprised of how great they were. I mean, they were better than anybody I have ever met, even Hondurans that are educated. These people in Colima, Manzanillo were amazing, amazing. And then I met some people from Jalisco. They were the same, amazing people, amazing Mexican people. But what happens? Now, over a decade ago, 10 years go by, now Colima, Manzanillo is looked like one of the worst towns in Mexico. How does that happen? They have ocean front. That's why. They're on the West Coast. And so the cartel has been coming over there, but because the president from Mexico doesn't want to act against them, the innocent Mexican people, the pueblo, is paying for this criminal government. So I don't understand why there's Mexicans in here, or maybe people that don't know what's going on in Mexico, are talking about how she's the greatest president. No, millions of Mexicans are suffering for the bad administration that they have. Lucky for us, we got Trump back. But you saw how the United States was suffering. It was decaying. Illegal immigration out of control. We're going to fight this for who knows how many years. But that's the Mexican government. It is a fact. I'm not making up things just because, oh, Trump, a pedo defender, blah, blah, blah. No, these guys are Betas. Man. Don't worry, Trinity. Pretty soon we're going to have an all members private live chat where we can talk about everything and ignore all the buts and the betas that come to our channel. Yes, I am very delusional with facts. That's what we call that. Man, again, I want to thank you guys for hitting those likes and subscribing to my channel. I appreciate it. We are close to 4,000 subscribers. I want to thank the group of you guys who have become joined my membership. That is awesome. Thank you for that. Big shout out to Omar, because as soon as I get 10,000 subscribers, Omar is getting a smart watch that goes with his smartphone. So we're going to bless him as God blesses us, or me, I guess, in this case, as I'm the one doing the channel. But I think that it's important that everybody gets a little piece of blessings from everybody. So thank you guys for subscribing. I really appreciate it. I am here for the American people. I am here for those who, yeah. Man, I don't have mine on, but I love mine too. I took it off earlier. Oh, this watch, I paid $20 for this watch, but unfortunately, when it comes on, you can barely see. You see the numbers? You can barely see them. I wasn't trying to be luxurious about my watch. Okay, my wife said you need a smartwatch. I said, for what? And then I saw it, and it, come lights up. It doesn't matter. When I'm underwater, I know I can push a button and I can see how deep I am. I can see still what time it is, how long I've been there, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so with that being said, we're going to give my little brother over here, little brother in Christ, a little smartwatch. As soon as we hit 10,000 subscribers, which, by the way, I will make as a matter of fact, guys, if you guys look me up on X, if you guys have an X account, my name in X is Dennis Herrera, at Dennis Herrera 76. You guys can join me on X and you guys can message me there, okay? I think that would be the best way that we can communicate that way. I don't want to use Facebook, to be honest. But there's that. All right, here we go. Edward says, MAGA, make America great again. Amen. 1776. No, I was born in 76. That's why. So I have a few years of my innocent years as a 70s baby, 80s, of course, 90s. And let's just not keep counting because the years kind of add up. When you stop counting by years and you start counting by decades, I'm going to say this. I have earned the wisdom that I have acquired throughout my 50 years of life. Okay, 49. Yes, you got me. 49, but I'm going on my 50, and I'm going to be so proud to hit 50. Just hope that I can get some sleep eventually when I feel things have cooled off. All right? So there you have it. That's what's happening in Mexico. The government from the right-wing Senate beat up the left wing, like literally, bah, 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 get out of here. After talking all that crap, after all the insults, guys, those guys insulted them worse than our senators here, our Congress people. Worse. Have you seen the hearings? The Congress hearings? The Senate hearings? These people are brutal. I can't sit there and let them talk to me like that, especially when I'm innocent and I am trying to serve my country. But they do it. It's rough. It's rough. Well, Mexicans, they don't just talk. They went over there and did some slaps. That's what Mexicans do. That's something that Americans need to learn how to do in Congress and the Senate. Can't wait to see one of those fights. Since they cannot get fired, come on, might as well knock somebody out. You know what I mean? Maybe that's why they created the ballroom in the White House. They're going to have all the Congress people come on there and start talking crap about each other. And let's see who wins, fist to fist. I want to see this. They're going to start hiring younger people to be in Congress and get rid of all these old people that are not doing anything anymore. Yeah, man, I believe that, man. Unfortunately, I don't think they're Democrats anymore. I know. But we will get Democrat back, okay? I'm saying this. Yes, welcome. We need to have Democrats and Republicans. Who knows? Maybe independents will step up and become a great party. But we need competition. We can't just have one party and then, we just don't have anything fixed. We're going to have the same people over and over, and eventually power corrupts, they say. So we don't want that. I am going to make a new one, okay? I haven't made it yet, but I'm going to make one, Trinity. I will let you know for sure. Don't worry. I will let everybody know for sure. By my X account, it's, let me write it down here so you guys know. Like that. Oh, sorry, I forgot the @ like that. All right. That's my X account. You guys can message me through there and then I can reply to you. Okay. I don't think YouTube has a messaging system. Not that I know of or that I'm aware of. Laser says Hondurans came by the thousands in the last few years. Yes, I agree. And a lot of them have self-deported, my friend. And yeah, Rick, it's not him. Let's see, Jeb, you still cook your own meth? I don't know, Kevin. What the hell is that? Who needs laws when you can just defer to the will of our glorious leader? Lifter, Democrats are done, gone too far left. Yeah, unfortunately. But don't give up, man. We're going to have our Democrats back. There's a lot of people that are loyal to the Democratic Party. I believe they're going to have a cleanse. They're going to have a cleanse, and they will no longer take the dirty, old, racist, oppressive party in the United States of America. And instead, they're going to stand up like real Americans as Democrat party so that we can have some nice debates, have some different ideas, and come up with the best for the best of our country. I hope that came out right. Miguel Salinas, Trinity, does Dennis have email? Yes. Let's see. You guys can email me at Dennis. No, wait, what is my email? Oh, man, I forgot my email. It always pops up when I do an email. I forget. I made so many emails. I have changed so many passwords, so many usernames. It is crazy. Democrats need to actually go to the left. It's not the Democrats that stop real debate. I don't know, man. They've been proving me wrong so far. Lip shit. D. Brian says, ice, baby. Let me see if we can get some ice, baby in here. Let's see. Let me see if I can get you guys a little bit of ice, baby. Hey, man, that song was banging back in the days. Remember when he got sued? He got sued because he took the whole beat from what was the group that actually sings that has the beat for Ice Ice? You guys remember? I forget the name of the group. I know, that's pretty soft.
Yo, VIP. Let's kick it. Ice, ice, baby. Ice, ice, baby. All right, stop. Collaborate and listen. I sit back with my brand new invention.
All right, we can't play too much, guys. We're gonna get this copyright over here on this. I was gonna say, man, you know what? I'm gonna record a little piece of the beginning on that, and I'm gonna just have it ready to play for you mofos that love ice, ice, baby. Oh man, love you guys, man. I love it when you guys make me think. That's what I like about doing these chats. Jack Schwartz, stop spamming with Free Palestine. I already replied to you, and I said yes from Hamas. Not a band, Pundeco. I don't know what that is. Rip Van Winkle. Rip Van Winkle? Is that? No, that can't be the group. Lyrics kind of hard on that. Do you guys remember the lyrics of the actual song? I think it's called Under Pressure. Yeah. Under pressure. Coming down on me. Yeah. Yeah, Queen. That's what it is. I hate that group. If you guys ever listen to Queen singing that song, I swear the lyrics is not what they're saying. It doesn't sound like it at all. So, but that's just me. I'm just some, some Honduran guy that became an American. What do I know about the English language that bad? All right, Under Pressure. That's the one. And then he got sued Vanilla Ice got sued because he took the whole beat and he said and he swore that the beat was original. You guys remember that scandal? And I was just like, bro, nah, man, that thing came out like over a decade ago. You should have known. But anyways, I still think that Vanilla Ice did a great job with the song. He was one of the first white men to rap a good song, I think. Even in Living Color made fun of him, but they did a great job. I love Vanilla Ice. I remember back in 1990, my neighbor used to brag about it. Hey, Dennis, check this out. Check this out, he said. And he would come in all excited. Check out this beat. Ice, ice, baby. And I'm just like, really, bro? That's what you're excited about? I said, I don't care about that song. But now, this is like, 30, 40 years later, and here we are, talking about it. So, yeah, I love Vanilla Ice, but that's the only song, okay? Beastie Boys. Yeah, that was the 90s, man. Beastie Boys. All right, just so you guys have an idea, we're going to go ahead and change gears, okay? We already know Mexico's corrupt. We hope that President Donald Trump and the administration are covered by God, number one, and that they make the right choices for us. We voted them in, and we hope the best for us. And also to free Mexicans and Venezuelans. And that's my hope. We're going to change gears and let's talk about music. Now, I'm going to say some of you guys got some crazy ass music that I don't listen to anymore because for good reasons. Trinity, I've seen your playlist. Girl, that is crazy. Crazy. That is crazy. Worst thing is I listen to all of that as well. But not anymore. I had to change. But Beastie Boys, absolutely. Beastie Boys, I listen to, Motown, man, okay, I see where you're at. Yeah, Scorpions, yeah. Maggot Forever, Mike, that's right. All right, let me see, old school. What's some old school music that we like? Let me see, I got some playlists, I think. Let me see, auto playlist for later. I got 0. I thought I had a playlist. What the hell? Oh, man, I thought I had a playlist. They must have removed it. One of my favorites from the 80s. What is your favorite song from the 80s? Here we go. I'm going to give you one of my favorites. One of my favorites is Aha, Take On Me. I know everybody loves that one. I don't even have to ask if you like it. Take On Me. Anybody doesn't like that one? First time I be run into you, I gotta check you out. I'll be putting some on you. Oh yeah, I hear Queens, Marvin Gaye. Yeah. Chicago, not Chicago. Oh, Chicano here. I thought you listened to Chicago. I like Chicago. That's a good 80s group. Let's see. Nothing is original, whether it be art, music. Man, that is for sure, man. But I mean, there's only so much you can do with music and art. I love Tears of Fears. Oh yeah. What is the song that they sing? One of the songs. What's a very famous song? Is that "Take These Broken Wings"? Is that right? Guns N' Roses, of course. "Sweet Child of Mine," I think, was one of the songs that I liked. That the version that they sang. My lovely new members at Mike. Walking in Memphis. Yeah. Judas Priest. I don't know that one, to be honest. Kid Rock. Yeah, sure. You know what's crazy? I don't know what songs Chris Rock sang. What's the song that he sang? I don't remember. Bob Seger. Okay. Every Breath You Take. Yep. Metallica. Some of it, not all of it, but yeah, some. Vicente Fernandez, Los Mandados. Vicente Fernandez was actually still is an iconic. Is he a king of mariachi? Is that what they gave him? Yeah, Fight the Power. Yeah, Santana. Yeah, I like Santana. Let's see, Police. Yep, Duran Duran. Chris Rock. The Champagne Room, In the Air Tonight. Look at you guys. Man, you guys are my age. 40s, 50s, 60s is what I'm looking at in here. Uh-oh. Miguel went way back to Elvis, the king of pop. Wait, the king of rock, not pop. King of pop is Michael Jackson. Nobody is better than Prince. Maybe I'm just like my father. I've been loving listening to Aurora recently. King of Pain, Bobby Caldwell, Foreigner was one of my favorites for sure. Anybody like REM? Losing My Religion. Whole life is bigger than you and me, and you are not me. That's me on the corner. That's me on the spot. Like choosing my confessions. All right, REM was great. I love it. Depeche Mode. It's been a while. James Brown. That one song. That's it. Ow! I feel good. I don't know any other song from James Brown, to be honest, except for that one. Kodak Black. REM is one of my favorites. That's the group that has. What's the Shiny Happy People? I sing that. Oh, the Eagles. Yeah, I forgot about the Eagles. Rage Against the Machine, DMX. Oh, yeah. DMX in the 90s. Are you talking about DMX from the 90s, the hip hop guy? You're gonna make me lose my cool up in here. You're gonna make me go all out up in here. Yeah. Man, Wayne, better. We're talking about music now, man. We want to put politics to the side just for a little bit. We want to be able to have some fun here. Let's see. Hall & Oates. You Don't Know This Man's World by James Brown. Oh, that's right. This is a man's world, but it's nothing without a woman. Yeah, that's right, man. I forgot about that. Hey, listen, man, I can't remember all the songs, man. I like country. I like hip hop. I like contemporary rock. I used to like heavy metal. I never got into punk rock. I never liked that crap. J-Mix Project, Because the Night. Those are some of the songs that I have. Nirvana, yeah, I know Trinity. I know you like Nirvana. But one of the weirdest songs that I like from Nirvana is not Teen Spirit. It's the song that they played for the movie. It's a Batman movie. You know, with the guy that played the vampire? It was almost gay in the movie. Come on. Hello, Jules. How are you? What nationality are you, my brother? Honduran American. This guy's like something in the way. Yeah, there you go. Sweater, Ohio. You know what I'm talking about. Oh, man. You know why I like that song? Because it was perfect for the movie. To be honest, when they played that song for the movie Batman, it set up the movie for me. I loved it. I loved the movie. All right, so that was yeah, good job, brother. Oh, man, I got some real Americans up in here. Edward, man, what are you guys talking about? We're talking about music here. Kevin, some metal is okay. It had to be good. It had to be good. Bad Company, yep, that is also a group. Teen Spirit from was Cobain's least favorite song. Really? Yeah, well, I don't blame him. But I don't remember the other songs from them, though. Like, that's really weird because that's the Seattle band. And, you know, they say he committed suicide, but you know how it is with drugs, you know. I'm not sure if he did that on purpose or, you know, I think he just overdosed, but just overdosed, an accident. He seemed to be kind of pretty normal, you know. And I remember watching some of his live talks about music, and he was making music right there on stage, live. He was so talented. Wow. Yeah, super freak. She's super freaky. Closing time. Man, you guys know a lot of this stuff, man. Lake of Fire, I like to hear a preacher man sing this on a Sunday morning service. I am not singing any of these songs in any service if I am in a service. Let's see, what else? I haven't heard a group. Pearl Jam, there you go. How about the Smashing Pumpkins? Anybody like the Smashing Pumpkins? What is the one song that I like? Train, something about a train on the wrong track. Anybody? Wrong, train on the wrong track. That's all I remember. Never heard of them. For Non-Blondie, Sublime. Oh, man, you guys know Blondie, right? The French girl? Man, I don't know. You know what? I don't know what it was about that girl, but, man, I always had a crush on her. I don't know why. She's just, like, cute, the way she bounced up and down. I don't know. Two of Hearts was one of my favorite songs, and I just love to watch her dance to it. It's such a weird thing. I don't know. Forgive me, guys. Forgive me. You guys are making my sins come out in the open. Let's see. Holiday in Cambodia, Brother Johnson, Strawberry Letter 23. Touch the Rain. Have you ever seen The Rain? Dennis, let's have a bonfire. Happy Labor Day, my hardworking American brother. Yeah, man, we got to do it every day. We got to work. Omar, let me take a look. Let me see where we're at, Omar. We are still aiming for that 10,000 goal. And guess what? We're at 3,800, my friend. 3,800, almost 4,000 subscribers. Stevie Wonder, man, speaking of Stevie Wonder, did you guys hear that he wasn't really blind? And he used to be in the dressing rooms with all the women, and they all used to be like so happy on dressing in front of him, thinking that he was blind, but he can still see? That's what I heard. I don't know. That's not what I'm talking about. That's what I have seen. That's what I have heard. Oh, that guy played it right, didn't he? What a pervert. The best trick anybody can put is to play blind and just pull it out for all his life. That's how you get your dreams out in the open. Okay. Let's see. Yes, I've heard he wasn't blind, says Jay. See, it's not just me. Oh, lies. That man is blind, says Kevin. Kevin believes him. The Trump dressing room. Man, see, somebody had to say something. Stay on point, Lewis. Better. Rich. Rich. Better. You're a beta, man. Lifter Dave says, Rush best concert I've been to. I've only been to one concert, and that was by accident. I went to the Puyallup Fair here in Washington State, and Hubastink was singing in concert. It was free to get in, guys, free. And I listened to them, man, what a great contemporary rock group. Those guys are talented. They sounded so good live. That's some real singing right there. Yeah, Huba, baby. Yeah, that was years ago, my man, years ago. That was back in, let me see if I can calculate here. 2005, 22 decades ago. What? Wow. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. 2 decades ago. Unbelievable. I don't trust anything that comes out of Hollywood, so I wouldn't doubt it. Mike, have you ever seen Stevie Wonder's kids? Neither has he. That's messed up, man. You're making jokes about the blind man. Even though we don't believe he's blind. I get it. Okay, I'm with you there. Man, we changed the politics subject, guys. We're just having fun now. We're just having a good time before we say goodnight for the night. Kevin, man, we're not going to sing Back That Ass Up. But yes, we listen to that as well. Let's see. All right, what else we have? Anybody else? I think we got all the freaking bands out there, man. It is crazy. It all started with Ice Ice Baby. This is how it goes down, guys. This is how it goes down. Let me see. Anybody like the Bee Gees? Oh, when the night da 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 da. Pat, that's blasphemy, man. You can't say that about disco. What's wrong with you, man? Pink Floyd, yeah, he has some good songs, bro. He has some good songs. The Bee Gees are tolerable. If Trinity thinks they're tolerable, they're okay. Let's see, what else do we got? I know the Bee Gees has been one of my favorites, to be honest. I like a lot of instrumental music. Some of my favorites are jazz. The hip hop, I am so against a lot of the lyrics that I have been listening to just the hip hop beat, instrumental. No lyrics, because the beat is what's catchy about the hip hop sometimes. Who's back on Mexico? Yeah, The Temptations, of course, man. Let's bring it back, he says. The Temptations got awesome music. They do. ABBA, man, I can only stand one song from ABBA, and that's pushing it. But wait, there's one, and I don't like this lady anymore. Barbara Streisand, what's her name? Barbara something. I am a woman in love, and I'll do anything to get you into my world and hold you within. Let it. Okay. Man, I listened to that song when I was a kid. I didn't speak English, but there was something passionate about that song till this day. Barbara Streisand, thank you, Irma. You know what I'm talking about. I was a kid in love, and I blamed that woman. What, the dude loves gay jams? I'm going to say this, guys. Now, disclosure. I don't accept this. It's good behavior. But thanks to all those gay songs that you think that I liked, I have always been a romantic. And I've always got game. I'll just say that. I'm not bragging about the numbers, but I always had game. And it was all thanks to that gay music that you just mentioned. Man, music was good back then, wasn't it? I'm going to say it wasn't perfect. There was still a bunch of perverts, like Clarence Thomas, remember? Down, 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 down. The most perverted song I've ever heard in my life. I've been stroking. I stroke it to the east, and I stroke it to the west. I stroke it to the woman that I love best. Oh, man, there is nothing wrong, man, with that. You're right, Christian, but I'm not, all right? I just like music. Everybody has different talents, and I tell you what, I love the Bee Gees. I can listen to the Bee Gees all day. I can listen to contemporary rock. I listen to, what's the guy that sings that song from the movie Arthur? Oh my gosh, why can't I remember this guy's name? Anybody? The guy that sings for the movie Arthur. Remember that? If you get caught between the moon and New York City, The best that you can do. Yeah, that's right. Christopher Cross. I think that's his name. That's right. Is fall in love. I love his voice. I never would have thought he was a big guy until I saw them until I saw him live in the video. But I always thought it was a skinny guy when he sang that. There was another one that I never would have thought that he looked this way. What is his name? Oh my God. He sings a really bad song. That's a romantic. Yep. Sailing is another one. That's one of my favorite songs to chill. It really is. Foreigner, of course. Waiting for a Girl Like You. Those songs are just amazing. I think they're classical. They will never go away. What is this guy's name? Oh my gosh, I can't even think of the song to kind of tell you guys. Let's see if I can think. God, I really love the way he sings though. And his voice just, I don't know, it doesn't go with the look. Have you guys have an artist that you listen to his voice and then you look at them and you're like, what the hell, what? What happened? That's not who I thought this guy was. How about anybody like Johnny Cash? One of my favorites, rock stars was Billy Idol. Michael McDonald. What's the other one? McBride. What's his name? Oh my gosh, I haven't heard him forever. Oh, look at Edward knows. Edward knows who Johnny Cash is. Even that guy that was kind of perverted. Remember that guy that tried to kiss the actress on stage and it made it look very uncomfortable, that Jim Carrey had to come over there and French kiss him to teach him a lesson. He sings, let's see, I Can't Fall in Love or something like that. My world's on fire, no one could save me but you. Strange were desires like foolish people do. What a wicked thing to do. To make me feel this way. You guys remember that song? Isaac, that's right. Chris Isaacs. I like Julio Iglesias. Me too, man. He's an icon, man. He's an icon. And I like Enrique Iglesias, but he turned me off when he made a song that he used the F word instead of love. And that just killed it because I just thought he was a romantic like his father. And I thought that was a nice touch, even though, they weren't like really growing together with the father. But I loved all his music until he started hanging out with Pitbull. And all of a sudden he starts cursing in his music and they just killed the whole vibes. All right. But Chris Isaacs, I feel bad for him because when he tried to force a kiss, what is the actress name that played with Tom Cruise, Black and Night, I think it was called, the movie. She's actually pretty famous. I just don't know her name. There's only Led Zeppelin, yeah. Computer Love, yep. Started to hang out with Jeffrey Epstein. Ooh, the truth. You shouldn't have hung out with that guy. Escape, yep. Here's how it goes, you and me, but maybe this time we'll make it right. In the end, all that matters, if you feel like leaving, I'm not gonna beg you to stay, 'cause soon you're realizing you can run, you can hide, but you can't escape my love. Enrique Iglesias, man, I love his singing. He's got an amazing voice. I have a shitty voice, but I love all the songs that I sing. Yeah, he was a creep, and I'm glad that Jim Carrey went out there and gave him that wet French kiss. How disrespectful. I was so disappointed on him. And I used to defend him because other artists will make fun of him singing that song, saying that he was gay and all this stuff. And it's like, bro, it's a very passionate song. It's very loving. The guy is, completely in lust with this woman, right? That's what made it, live for me. And then it's just, man, it's crazy. Hilda Like Up says, Ultra Fire. Linkin Park was the Ishnets. Ana Gabriel over Rocio Durcal every day. Luis Franco, you old school, man. Luis Franco, you got to be around 40s or 50s at least, I think. I made a cover of Skate for performing live. Best decision. Wow, nice. Very nice. Lincoln Park, says Omar. Omar is in his late teens, early 20s, probably. I don't know. I'm just kidding. I'm just guessing. Irma Bowers, you're probably in your 30s, maybe 30s, 40s. I think most of the people that come to my channel are 50 plus. So we are old school folks on here. And some of us grew up to be deranged. Some Bob Marley, not all of it. Not all of it. Not the ones where he plays the criminal, the what do you call it? Where he plays the victim card. But he shot the sheriff, though. So that's one thing. You know, what they couldn't prove is that he didn't shoot the deputy. Rest in peace, Chester. Let's see. I'm not old. I'm in my 20s. Welcome. Yes, you are in your 20s. I think, Omar, you're probably in your 20s as well, right? Late teens or 20s. That's what I calculate. Jeff Cummins says, mamas and the papa. I like indestructible. Avoiding my comment, brother. Teke, yes, we are avoiding dumb comments. I don't know what you said. I missed it. There's a lot of chat going through over here, brother, on my screen. All right. I had a lot of fun talking about some music. Gwen. Let's see. Gwen, let's see. What's your favorite kind of music, Gwen? What's your favorite kind of music? I think Gwen is on her late 20s, maybe mid 30s at the most. You better not be a minor. Then all of a sudden, these guys are going to start calling me a pedophile. Yeah, okay, fine. Somebody mentioned something that I haven't thought about in a long time. I like techno as well. I like rave music to a certain extent, guys. Some people get too crazy with it, but I like rave music. Let's see, Watermelon Man songs by Herbie Hancock. I wanted a tattoo of Danji's call on my back. I got 350 pin-up girls instead. Yeah, techno's good. I like techno too. It's just the beat, but I like the rave. Yeah, that kind of music I like. Cool, Renee, how are you, my friend? Oh, of course, man, Frank Sinatra, man. If you don't like Frank Sinatra, something is wrong in your brain. You may be a beta. Oh man, no, I can't do techno. You know what I used to like for a little bit is to listen to people beatbox. You guys like beatbox? That's crazy. How they make so many sounds with their mouth. Man, I swear some people made like 5, 6, 7 different instrument sounds with their mouth only. But yeah, but if you like reggaeton, you can't complain about techno being too repetitive. Reggaeton, yes, I do, but just the beat. These mofos are so sexually perverted in reggaeton. They like literally talking about eating the bread on the floor, okay? If you know what I'm talking about. Let's keep it PG. Still watch beatboxing. It's cool. It really is. Let's see. Nope, no Calle 13. Only tattoo was I have a tattoo of a cross. Being that my wife is a Samoan, she wants me to get a Samoan sleeve, but I don't know. If I get the approval from my Samoan Usos and brothers, maybe I'll go for it. But if I don't get that permission, I don't think so. I don't want to represent something that I am not part of. And I love my Polynesians, but gotta respect them as well. Very good. All right, guys, we talked. Man, you guys are still going with the songs. Oh, man. Hey, good to see you, Renee. I know that you were with me earlier, so thank you for the support, my brother. I figured today we close it out with some little bit of trivia, trying to remind these old cats like us what the music, beautiful music, was like. Some of the crazy music from the 90s, 80s, some of the mellow chill from the 70s, some of the old school from the 60s. One of the things is most Chicanos like oldies. So like 50s, 60s, and 70s. That is their favorite music. And I used to listen to a lot of oldies music. Logan, you're very welcome. You're very, very welcome. I enjoy you guys' company tonight. We dropped some truth about what's going on in Mexico and why we have all these problems here in the States. We are wishing our troops well. We hope that our great president comes out good on top of all of this. And I hope that every single one of you, my American patriots, it's taken care of. Remember, guys, the world might curse us. They might call us names. But remember, they are all birds. Renee, you came in too late, man. We talked about the music already. Yes, Rush, babe, keep doing that. Hey, Rush, do me a favor. We're gonna, if you add me on X, if you guys have an X account, add me on there so that we can send messages back and forth. You can message me on X, as I have the membership on there, and then we can communicate a little bit better. I want to hear some stuff that I have not been able to find about the farmers in Eastern Washington. Could you do me that favor? 1904, I am going to the gym. And by the way, my wife told me today, I noticed the difference on your belly. Oh yeah, it's paying off. Unfortunately, I think the gym is closed tomorrow because of Labor Day. So we'll have to wait until Monday. Yes, that is my account. And I will see you in there if you add me. Can you, Trinity, are you able to get on your X? Has anybody able to get on their X account? Does anybody have an X account? That's the first question. Idaho is even being attacked with potatoes farms. We'll get there. We'll get there. Yeah. So welcome. I'm going to tell you something. Okay. Anybody that has an X account, see, I don't use it that much, but if we can, maybe we can come up with something. Like I said, I'm going to create a Facebook account so that we can keep talking about religion, politics, and, little side conversations like this one. So we can just hang out as friends. Doesn't everything have to be about bad, negative news? And then that would be as in chat, through Messenger and stuff like that. I think that would be a good idea. So you guys can actually have my personal information. And, I don't want to put everything out here in the chat. There's too many bots in there. They'll probably become subscribers and maybe join our members group to get my personal information. But we'll definitely be able to share emails and stuff like that, okay? I want to have people that I can trust, kind of, right? It's still the internet. But I want to be able to get emails from people that I actually want to get emails from, not a bunch of bots. Mike, now I will go to that gym. Okay, welcome. What I was going to tell you is this. I don't have time to go to the gym, not for everything that I want to do. So if I go, I go to work, I got to be at work at 7. So I got to be gone by 6:30, okay? Sometimes I get off. My times to get off is supposed to be 3:30, but sometimes I can go up to 5:30 or 6. So I come home, and of course, I can go to the gym, but I have made a commitment that I'm going to start doing my lives when I get back around 5:30, right? People know that. Sometimes I can't wait and I start at 5, but that's okay. I don't mind, if we wait a lot for people to join in. So 5:30 to like 7, and then I take my daughter to go swimming, and so I come back 9. I don't play my game like I used to. I miss playing my game, but it work first, right? We work hard and then we play hard when we have time. So what I decided to do was I'm going to get up early. I started getting up at 4:45. Now I get up at 4. And then I'm at the gym at 5 o'clock. From 5 to 5:30, I'm done working out. I shower right there at the gym. I get ready right there. I come home. My wife makes my braid for my hair. She's very quick, so it just takes her like 1 or 2 minutes. And she braids my hair, and then we have a coffee together. We see our kids goodbye to to go to school, and then we head to work. So even though we're really busy, we have to make time for ourselves. And so the only time that I can make for myself, a selfish time for me, is to get up earlier and go to the gym. And this is why you guys see this right here, but you guys haven't noticed down here how it's going. And I'm going to say it's going very good. So I'm very thankful for that. I do want to thank all of you guys that have been supportive with my workout, with my losing weight. It is a serious thing. And of course, some people just make fun of, of the weight, but it's more than just losing the weight. It's about health, And so we got to take care of our bodies, take care of ourselves. And yeah, I'm feeling a lot better. Thank you, babe. Rush, babe. Definitely the cold is gone. I still feel lightheaded. You know how it is. It's probably still a lot of dehydration, but I got to keep drinking liquids. You know how the whole thing goes. Tony, that's right, baby. I am losing inches. I'm going to tell you this, and this is a true story. Now, my wife is not here listening. She's probably not even watching. But I'm going to tell you what, Trinity, this is no joke. Now, it's a little bit embarrassing because my mother-in-law walked in at this exact moment. I put some shorts on. I walked towards my wife where the door is, and my shorts just fell off completely. Mother-in-law walks in. It was embarrassing because it was my mother-in-law. Now, I played it off like I wasn't embarrassed, but it embarrassed me. I pulled my shorts back up really fast. So that tells me I'm losing weight. True story, guys. True story. Shrinkage is happening. And lucky for me, other things are enlarging. So that's a good thing. I'm talking about like muscles, and you guys, come on. Keep it PG, guys. Keep it PG. Oh, look at that. Somebody, what? When Disney makes a movie about Greta Thunberg, they make Greta Thunberg black. Y'all finna destroy the earth. Oh, man. See, I can't fake accents, guys. My accent is real. Chiquito Pito, says Joel. Ah, Joel, why'd you go there, man? I said I was Asian from the waist down, but that's not what I meant. Yikes. Welcome. I have chicken legs. Hey, but listen, if you're skinny and you get chicken legs, it's okay because your body has to be kind of even, right? I have never worked out to have big upper body or have bigger legs. I always want to be just average everywhere, okay? That's how I work out. So mid in the gutter, I want to tell you this. There is a machine. I don't know if you guys can see this, okay? But there is a machine that you sit and you grab like this, and it's like a crunch machine. I'm going to tell you, if you know what I'm talking about, this machine, you can adjust the seat, okay? If you put the seat all the way up and you do this down, it works the bottom part right where your pelvis is and the lower part of the abdominal. If you want to work the middle part, you sit the seat, right? You move it down a little bit and do more of those crunches. And then you put it all the way down and then you work the top. Man, that thing works so good. Leg raises, if you can do those, of course they work good. But it also, when you do leg raises, you're using your quads. So you're not really using your abdominals. On this machine, Irma says, I have beautiful legs for an 83-year-old bat. Ooh, I love me some old mamas. Hey, good for you, mama. I believe it. I seen this guy. He's 82 years old. I am embarrassed. This guy is more ripped than I am, and I'm only 49. So there goes that, man. I know. True stories, guys. True story. But I'm telling you, that crunch machine is amazing. I just figured this out like 3 days ago. Unfortunately, I got sick, so I stopped using it. But starting on Tuesday, because tomorrow I believe they're closed. I haven't checked the schedule. But starting Tuesday, that's my next thing to hit. I'm going to hit that at the high level for the lower abs, middle abs, and the top abs. And then I do my legs, I do my back, I do my chest, because we're trying to get that old man's man boobs. We're trying to bring these babies up. And yeah, that's what we're doing. So little by little is working. I am also trying to watch what I eat. Unfortunately, the best or the fastest thing to eat is fast food, and that is not healthy. I agree with that. Here's my advice for some of us older men. If you haven't checked your testosterone levels, okay, you got to get that checked. You might be in need of some testosterone boost. Us males, we need to have that. And I will tell you, even at 69, brother, look at Bob Kennedy. That guy is ripped for an old man. He was doing pull-ups like I cannot do. My ass is too heavy still. I'm at 275 pounds, which, Trinity, by the way, I am down about almost 9 pounds. So I'm happy about that. Do you think fast food salads aren't healthy? Ah, man, you know what? I think I can still give them a shot. I don't eat tomatoes. I love tomatoes, but I don't eat tomatoes because they're inflammatory. And it hurts my joints for the arthritis, you know. Some of you guys might know what I'm talking about. So I don't eat tomatoes. Trinity says I'm 50 and feel 70. You know what, Trinity? I always say that I always feel twice my age. So I'm about 99, about 98 years old right now. But I'm feeling better, and I'm going down from 98 to 95 to 90. Hopefully, eventually, I will get to my age. But really, guys, your health is very important, and I hope that you guys are taking notes. I know a lot of us are 50 and above, right? So, and I think that's probably why you guys have subscribed to my channel, because you guys have more common sense. You're not easily deluded in conversations, and you guys don't ignore facts. Unfortunately, not everybody's like that when they get older, but we have seen a lot of stuff happen in our life and in the world. I know Renee has seen a lot of shit down in Cali throughout his whole life. Trinity in Tennessee or whatever you have been. 5'6" and 175. That's not bad, brother. I'm 6'1" for 275 pounds. Fredner still, this guy, better. Fredner DeRosier, better. You're a better, man. Better. He says my English is not good, but he understands enough to stick around, so I appreciate that. Tony says he's 60, 6 foot tall, 285 pounds, 52 chest. I am 50 chest. 47 waist. I am 40 waist, and now it's starting to fall down. But I think it's because I have no ass. That's what the wife says. I know that is the bow shame, but I do have some buns. I work on it. It's just not big. I don't know what she's talking about. But 5'10", 255, Edward, got to work on it. Bring it down, baby. Rush, baby, you're 6 feet tall? God dang. Dang, woman. 180? That's not bad. 6 feet at 180. Oh, yeah, but you're a female, right? If you're a female, that means that you retain more water, which means that you're a little bit rounder than a man at 180 pounds. That's just how it goes. No offense, baby. 158, 5'7", very good. That is not bad at all. Beer and tacos, what the beta? Another beta just joined. Omar, 100% female. Oh, thank goodness. None of that fake baloney, huh? Good for you. Mike is 6'1", 240. Man, I'm going to tell you something, Mike. I wish I was down to 240 right now, brother. My goal, I know it might seem unachievable. My goal is to go all the way down to 200, maybe 210 to 220 at the most. I don't want no fat on me. I think I can reach it. It'll probably take me a couple of years. By the time I'm 52, I want to be able to weigh 210 pounds. And as Trinity was telling me, not to lose too much weight too fast. And I agree. It has to be slow. You got to let the body, you know, what do you call it? Retract, right? I think that's the word. Retract and, you know, stay fit. Some of you guys are coming in here late. 5'3", 120. Welcome. No wonder you have chicken legs, man. You don't have that much weight on you. You got to gain weight, all right? You don't lose weight. You gain weight. You get your butt up to 145 pounds, you'd be solid. Pat Jager is 6'4", 220. I hate Pat Jager. I'm just playing, brother. Good for you, man. That is actually a good weight and a good height. You know, 6'5" would have been my perfect height. I wish I would have been 6'5", honestly. Trinity says you're doing it the right way, not the fast way. Yeah, everything too fast sometimes might not be the wisest thing to do. Mike says, so is my wife. Welcome. Oh, welcome? What? Wait, what? Welcome is your wife? Oh, man, all this time I thought welcome was a... Wait, let me take a look at that picture. I'm sorry, welcome. I thought it was a dude. Oh, man. Female. My bad, welcome. Oh, man, all this time I've been talking to you like a guy. All right, well, Mike says you're the wife, so... Oh, man. Sorry about that. Didn't mean to misgender. Much love to both of you guys, all right? Much love to you. I'm glad you're both here. God bless you both. May your marriage flourish and always stay happy. Much blessings for you guys. Rush Babe, I'm going to have to go meet Rush Babe one of these days when I go to Eastern Washington. It's only about a 6-hour drive. Beta. Cowboy says, AI Sports, your money's our gain. What? Dog behavior is what its owner created, Irma Bauer says. All right, we love our Irma Bowers. She is our elder sister in here. Luis Franco, accept. Love the energy, brother. Hey, man, you guys give me that energy. At Mike, I'm single. Mike, which welcome are you talking about, man? Welcome says she's single. Welcome with the chicken legs is waiting for somebody. With chicken legs as well, probably. I'm a single Pringle, she says. And by the way, a very beautiful, if that is your picture. So there's that. Trump Renee says, sending a few ships to Venezuela. Trump, man, Renee, we're trying to get away from politics for the night to be over. Edward's trying to get a poodle. Edward, come on, man. You're a big man. You don't get no poodle. You got to get like a Doberman, bro. Doberman. My brother, are you familiar with the doctrine of Christian discovery? What do you mean by that? Welcome. You could have just said, yeah, that's me. Let me see. Do I have a picture to put on my profile? You guys already know what I look like, obviously. Let's see. I had a picture that I use for my profile. I don't know if I can do that right now. I'll probably change it later, but you guys probably seen that picture already. All right, don't forget, guys, if you guys have a X account, you can add me on there. You already know Dennis Herrera 76, and you can message me there. I will let you guys know when I get my Facebook account, and I'm gonna make sure that only members that join are in that account, so that we don't have any trolls or or bad people coming in there and disrupting our peace and whatever chats we create in that environment. Let's see. I'm sure you're very beautiful. Welcome. Love your spirit is gorgeous. Absolutely, 100%. Well said, Trinity. Dennis, Chicano power. Well, I was born in Honduras, so I don't get to have the Chicano. But if you are Chicano, more power to you, my friend. Tekka says, Godspeed, brother. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. Poodles are great. Very smart. Tony, it'll take your masculinity away. Unless it's like a big poodle, and it has to be a male, okay? Luis Franco's a Chicano Batman. Hexacon handle is, thank you, Trinity. You are the best. You're the awesomest. I love having you on my channel. Thank you for all your love and support. God bless you for that. Irma autocorrect messed up my message to you, Franco. I have a pit mix with lab. You guys probably seen that. That's actually a pretty popular dog, actually. I got a female version of it, and well, she sleeps with my daughter, so nobody messes with her. She is very strong, and she is ready to defend her family. So we are blessed to have her in our family. I don't let her sleep in my bed. I don't like the hairs. I don't know if I'm allergic sometimes to too much time with her, but my eyes itch a lot sometimes, and I don't know if it's because of her. See them 60, 70 pounds. Luis Franco, Catracho. Luis, are you Catracho as well? I had two Great Danes. Oh man, Great Danes are, wow, those are big dogs. Big, huge dogs. And you know, I don't think I've seen them be violent either. I mean, they could be, I'm sure, but I've never seen it. I wish I could have a German Shepherd, but I got allergy. Oh man, 10 dogs, Nate. Damn. Are you raising dogs or they're your dogs? Like you're not selling them, or they're yours? Oh man. Irma says both of my dogs are rescue dogs. I'm gonna tell you some sad stories about dogs, and I was so against having dogs because when I was a kid, we had this. I don't know what kind of dog this was. Have you guys watched the little cartoon called Up? You remember that John Travolta played the voice for the dog? We had one of those dogs. If you've seen it, that's the kind of dog that I had. Okay. She was so great. She took care of all of us. But in our neighborhood, I'm from El Barrio, which means a very poor community, okay? We used to have a big house because my father made a list when he passed. Well, you know, it was just us. I'm going to close with this. Hopefully, we end up on a good note. And somebody tried to break in, and so she always defended the house, right? So somebody threw a little piece of meat with broken glass inside, and you can tell, right, what happened to her. And I remember her running around the kitchen, hitting the doors and just whining and just, you know, man, it broke my heart completely. And then we got a German Shepherd. We call them Rin Tin Tin because there was a German Shepherd. I don't remember what the name of the show was, but the German Shepherd was like a rescue dog, right? He will go and help out, kind of like Lassie, so to speak. And when I was little, I used to ride him like a horse because he was a big German Shepherd. He was a male. And he used to protect me a lot, specifically me, right? Because I'm the last one in the family. Yeah, Rin Tin Tin. And somebody did the same thing. They poisoned him because they like to break into our house. It's like a every weekend ritual for them. And so they poisoned my dog. I remember I helped, you know, make the hole in the dirt. And we threw him in there, and we closed him. And we ended up getting one more little dog, got ran over by a car. They had to hit him with a sledgehammer over the head because, you know, to stop his suffering. It was brutal. I was traumatized. And so I said, I don't want dogs anymore. And then just because my daughter begged to get this dog. And then now we have 4 years with our dog, and I call her Banzai. And she is such a good dog for us. I don't really like taking her out because she still does the barking thing. She doesn't bite, but she does the whole barking aggressiveness. And some dog owners that they know how to handle the dogs, they just tell me it's okay. And I say, are you sure? I know that she's not going to bite. And then they go and they smell their butts, and then they're friends. But I don't take her out because, you know, people get scared, you know, about that kind of stuff. So, yeah. And then, so now we have her. We've been very happy. I think she really takes care of the house. She is so crazy. She can be somewhere in the room, and all of a sudden, somebody like Amazon or somebody, right, is coming to the house. We don't hear anything, nothing. And then she starts, and she starts barking. Hey, shh, quiet. Why are you barking? There's nothing out there. And then all of a sudden we see the delivery. Oh my gosh, seriously? She knows when something is near the house, and if she doesn't like it, she lets you know right away. So Tony wants a prayer before we leave the stream. And I agree with that. I'm going to get off. I really enjoy having some side conversations. We spoke some truth about what's going on in Mexico. I think we'll leave it at that. Enough politics and religion for today. But we are going to close with a prayer that is not religious. This is just a sign of relationship between our Lord Jesus Christ and ourselves. Remember, none of us is perfect. We are not perfect, but we should strive to be better each day. So with that being said, all right, I want to say thank you, Father, for allowing us to connect tonight. Thank you for letting us be ourselves. Thank you for giving us a chance to life one more day. We thank you, Father, that you are watching everything that is happening in this world. We ask you for protection. We ask you that you guide our leaders, you give them wisdom, guide them with your spirit, and may we, as good people, can do the best that we can to the best of our ability, but most importantly, to let you, the Holy Spirit, guide us on everything that we do. We want peace in Mexico. We want peace in Venezuela. We want peace in our countries in the America and throughout the world. God, may you lead us to have a better future. And please have mercy on every single one of us and our enemies. May they come to your feet and may they come to know you as we have and we continue to believe that you are our Lord God. In the name of Jesus Christ, I pray. Amen. You guys have a wonderful night. Thank you so much for your love. I really feel it and I accept it. Till tomorrow in the afternoon. I might do a quick live around noon since it's Labor Day. I'm still kind of recovering from being sick, so I might do a little quick live and then we'll do a regular in the afternoon. I'll let you guys know tomorrow. I love having my time with you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you, Trinity. I love you too, sister. Rush, Edward, Mike, Tony, all of you guys. Thank you so much. Welcome, Renee. You guys have a wonderful night, okay? We'll see you tomorrow or until next time if God allows. Be blessed, guys.